So there's a new rule proposed by the Governing Council of the Premier League, and if allowed to foster, if allowed to be passed into law, it is going to destroy the Premier League as we know it, and it is going to cause a mass exodus of players, top talents out of the Premier League. This is a 25-page, proposed rule. They call it the salary cap, and it states that for every season, the last on the table, whatever amount of money generated and paid to the last person on the table, the bottom club on the table, 5 times of whatever is paid to that person will be the salary cap of everything, the spending of everything in the Premier League, which means that if 40 million is paid to a certain team that comes last in the Premier League, the next season, 5 times 40 million will be 200 million, and every team would, not spend more than 200 million. Now, the spending is salary, both for the manager and the players, the players' wages and the manager's salary, purchase of players and all, everything about running the club for that season should not be more than 5 times whatever the team that comes last earns. So this is going to cripple so many teams. It is going to cause a lot of hardship, and it is going to cause reduction in wages of players, and many top players would want to leave the Premier League. This is going to destroy a whole lot. It is going to cause a whole lot of problems, and it is not going to be very beautiful for the Premier League. It is going to limit competition. That tag, the Premier League is the best league in Europe, is going to drop, such that players will leave. They will now prefer to go to Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain or Inter Milan or Juventus, or they even go to, Spain is having their own issues, and that is why Barcelona is finding it very difficult to register players. So many players will now be moving to France, Paris Saint-Germain. They'll be moving to Italy, Juventus and the rest. They'll be moving to Bayern Munich, Germany, Bayern Munich, and the rest. And these other teams will now be flourishing and be more competitive than the Premier League. This is the problem that this rule is about to create. And Manchester United and Manchester City has kicked against this rule. They have come out openly to say they are not in support of this rule. So we'll see what other teams are going to say about it. But if this is passed into law, it is going to cause a whole lot of problems. It is going to cause chaos. It is going to drop the competitive nature of the Premier League, and it is going to cause a whole lot of problems for the Premier League. Many things will happen, and a lot will be lost in the process. So let's see what happens with this decision, as they are going to vote on this decision come November 21st. By then we'll know the outcome of the whole thing. But for me, I don't see it as a good I don't see it as way to go, because it is going to cause a whole lot of problems. The disadvantage greatly outweighs the advantages. So we'll see what happens.